Okay, video going. We are going to find the equation of another parabola. This time we're not going to know the vertex. We're going to know the y-intercept of the parabola and two other points on the parabola. So find the equation of the parabola with y-intercept of 5 that passes through the points 115. Come on, make a comma. And how about -3, -1? Okay. We know that every parabola can be written in standard form, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and you hopefully remember that c is the y-intercept. Now if you know that, then you can just rewrite this equation, changing the c to a 5. If you don't know that, you can think of it this way: a y-intercept of 5 means, I didn't need to write it this way, means that the point 0,5 is where the parabola goes through, and that of course means x is 0, y is 5. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that point right there. The parabola goes through it somehow. So if I take 0,5 and I plug it in, I get 5 equals a times 0 squared plus b times 0 plus c. Do you see how these two terms I'm underlining become 0? So you get 5 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus, come on, c, or 5 equals c. Okay, the c is the y-intercept. So now the equation has to be y equals ax squared plus bx plus 5. Now we still have two numbers to find, a and b. Well, we're told that the parabola goes through 115. Come on, make a comma. Well, that means x is 1, y is 15. So plug it into this equation. Y is 15. That's a times x is 1 squared plus b times 1 plus 5. That becomes, well, do you see we're going to like subtract 5 to get rid of this. So subtract 5 from the 15, you get 10. That's equal to 1 squared is 1, so we get 1a. 1 times b is plus b. So we get this equation, a plus b, first equation, a plus b equals 10. Now we also have the point -3 minus 1 is on the parabola. Plug that into the equation and you get -1 for y is a times -3 squared plus b times -3 plus 5. Subtract 5 again, this becomes -6. This is 9 times a, because 3 squared is not negative 3 squared is 9. And this becomes -3 times b. So now we get another equation from the second point, equation number 2, that 9a minus 3b is equal to -6. I'm going to use my eraser for a second here to get rid of this little guy. Oops, there it's gone. Back to my writing tool. Now this is something we did and should recall from the first chapter. I'm going to multiply 3 times the first equation. So I'm going to triple this equation up here, which would be 3a plus 3b equals 3 times 10. Then when I add these two together, I get 12a. The b's add up to 0, minus 3b plus 3b, equals 30 and -6 is 24. Divide both sides by 12. And we get a is equal to 2. Plug that back into the first equation. It says a plus b is 10. So if a plus b equals 10, and a is 2, then it's pretty clear that b is equal to 8. Now, I don't think I have enough room on this slide. Oh my gosh, 8 minutes already. Let's go to the next slide. What happens? I'm trying to go to the next slide. Okay, do I have to? No, here we go. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we have a is 2 and b is 8. When we plug those back into the equation of the parabola, which is right here, y equals ax squared plus bx plus 5. And we got a is 2 and b is 8, so that gives us y is 2x squared plus 8x plus 5. That is the equation we're looking for. If you plug the 2 points in, the first one, 115 was the first point, then you get 15 is equal to 2 times 1 squared plus 8 times 1 plus 5. You can see you get 15 equals 2 plus 8 plus 5. True statement. This point does make it true. I don't have enough room here, but if you also plug minus 3 minus 1 into the equation, it will become true. And if you take the point y-intercept of 5, which means the point 0, 5, plug that in, it will be true. So it's obvious this equation does in fact go through those 3 points. End. Yay! That's balloons popping. Do you hear the crowd cheering in the background? Yay! All right, there you go. Okay, so we've come up with, we got to go back to that again. Well, I'm hoping that you wrote it down. Remember we had y equals ax squared plus bx plus 5, because the y-intercept was 5. And then we just found out that a was equal to 2 and b was equal to 8. That was the solution. Come on, draw the there. This was the solution of the two equations we got. So plug these two numbers into the equation. You get y is equal to 2x squared plus 8x plus 5. Now I could easily have done that on the other slide. So I'm just going to get rid of this.